everyone, this is Diane and I am going to make the cutest little gingers using just regular normal dies. So what it takes is just some circles, and what I used was some nesting dies. I used this, but I used, along with this, I used Scrap Diva dies. And these are her heart dies. I'm sorry. You can find her at scrapdivadesigns.com if you'd like to order anything. So I used the medium size with the circle, and then I went back in with this and I cut this portion out, and then I had to go back in with my other dies and I die cut it the gold out just to give it a rim, because I just kind of like it. It just looks kind of classy to me. And then for the bows, I used the KS Crafts gingerbread bows, and I have made one, as you see, and I used this little tiny bow. They came in a set of 3s for these other little bows like this size, because they are just the cutest little tiny things, right? And that's this bow here, and I don't know who it's by. And then for the faces, I used Peachy King's face. I used this little face right here for this. And then for this face, I drew this myself, and I used one of the faces. You can't see it, but it's this face right here. I don't know if you can see it, but with the little mouth and the eyelash, I thought that would be the easiest one to use. And I didn't put any eyebrows on her. I don't know why, because I didn't want to make a mistake and have the eyebrows look all funky. So, but I knew I could draw the mouth because it's just an O, and the nose and the eyelashes are pretty simple, as you can see. And then what I did was I went in with my jelly pen, and this is the number 5, and I do have a number 10. And with the 10, I used to make the lines around here, but I used the 5, this one, to do inside, because I think it's a little bit more finer and easier to get into those little tiny spaces for like the eyes, because I wanted to color them up. So that's what I did with this pin. This is the number 5, and I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. I could be wrong, but in my case it'd be either Dollar Tree or Walmart, but I'm thinking I did get them at Dollar Tree. So I'm just coloring them in. And on this one here, I just to highlight a little bit, and then I just did the squigglies all by myself. So pretty easy, and you know, if you're not all uniformed, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's just piping. So there's that one, and then I did for the big one. I start at the bottom. I don't know why, but I do start at the bottom. I guess if I make a mistake, or it doesn't match together, you won't see it too much. But if you go slower, I guess it's white. The ink is whiter, but it looks like I've been kind of going a little fast. So I'll try to slow it down so it's a little bit more white. And there you go. Simple as that. And this is just using circles, like I said. So, whoops, I'm sorry, didn't mean to bump you. The styrofoam, I cut circles to match. Each one's a little bit smaller, and I saved my when I make shakers, I do save these things that come out from inside, and I use just for this occasion. That's how I got this one. I used this, and for the little ones, I used another little piece, and that's how I get those. And for the ink, I used Tim Holtz Distressed Inks Vintage Photo, and I just inked around the circles just like this. I do have the blending brushes, or not the brushes, the little foam things, but this is the easiest what I had around, so this works just for me too. So I just want the edges to kind of make it look, you know, kind of like a cookie, right? So you just want to darken them up, and I kind of just do on the face, and then I do the same for this little tiny one. And I think I did this before I did the ink, so I messed up. I can already tell that I messed up on the ink. So not so much on this little one, but on the big one I did. As you can see, the ink is no longer white. So I think I'll go back and I'll go back and redo that so it's white, because I want it white. All right. And I think that one's just fine, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. And then for the cheeks, I use Sketch Flamingo, and I have a little tiny makeup brush for that I use for just the cheeks. And I just go underneath, and I just kind of go down a little bit, just to make sure there's a little circle there. And that's how I get that. And then for her, I just did a swoop over this way, and then a swoop over this way, brushed it down a little bit, and then I'll come in and just make circles, and then that way it's a little darker on the top and lighter on the bottom, but it's just kind of smoothed out a little bit. And I used Tim Holtz because his ink will sit on top of paper and it won't settle in. Okay, and then all you have to do is glue. So what I did was I glued the face to the gold. I mean, you don't have to use gold. I'm just showing you how you can do it. I gotta move that over here because I'm left-handed. I'm just showing you how you can make Gingys on your own if you don't have them and you want a big face. And I have to make a tag, so for a Gingy swap I'm in, so I figured this would be a great tag. And then I got to thinking I could make a little tiny embellishment also. And I think that's just super cute. So I'm going to show you how I made them. And on this one here, I put the circle. I'm going to reach over for my glue gun. And I'm going to put this in the center. And then for the little circle, I think I have one, don't I? Oh, there it is, sorry. All right. So on this one here, I couldn't find a circle that was wider than the face. So I'm just going to make it so there's just a rim of it. And that's why I didn't do it like right against it. That way you can kind of see the gold. But if I did it like I did this one, you wouldn't be able to see the gold. So I decided to do the gold that way. Then I'm going to glue this piece. This one went really quick. Now I did the bows offline just to save time. And I'm going to hot glue this one on. Just so it's right in the middle. And then I already did the bow. And this is just this tool that I have. And I folded it up like this, glued the bow on, and then I went in with scissors and did a zigzag pattern. So there's two here, two pieces, and then I just trimmed down underneath. So I'm going to glue that on because, you know, I'm making girl bows or girl gingies, not boy gingies. Not that I have anything against boy gingies, it's just it's just a girly face, right? So now I have two little tiny embellishments. So those were pretty cute. And then for this one, let's see, we're going to glue this one down first. And I'm using Barely Arts glue because I know it holds really well. And it looks like I did not poke. I did not get this all poked out, so I'll poke it out now. Okay. Then I'm going to hot glue this part onto the face. And I'm going to hot glue this onto this circle. I want to get it as centered as possible. I think I have a little bit of wriggle room with the hot glue, but not much. So, all right. And then the last part on this one, I just fold it up like this. And I probably should glue this down first. So I'm going to glue this down first. Now this gold paper is pretty thick, so what I had to do is when I put the lines here for the little gingerbread, you have to like fold it pretty quick so they don't break apart. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna do this again like this. And then I'm just going to put it behind the bow. Like so. And then I'm going to do it again. This is just how I figured it just works best for me to do it this way. So I can get that little ruffle in there. So you think I'm cheating? I probably am. I'll cheat. I don't care if I can get it done. So now I'm going to just come in here and snip. This gold paper that I'm using, as you can see, I pay 99 cents for a big poster board of it at Hobby Lobby. But like I said, it is thick, but I like it thick so when I'm working and making things with it, it holds like boxes and things like that. So I think I need to get another glue stick. Sorry. I got handles on my chair, so when they hit my table, it rocks it. Sorry. All right, and oh, before I do that, I just kind of go in here and I just kind of cut a little circle just to make it a little bit more uniform. I didn't do that on this one, but I will do that now. I just like the little gold. I just like glitter, and I just think it just looks so cool with it on. So that's why I do it. All right, and then for the center, I think I'll use a pom-pom, and this is green, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the green will go. I was thinking maybe the red would, but after looking at it, maybe the red won't go. So I just kind of do the ball so I know where the flattest part is, and that's the flattest part, and so that's where I put my glue on. I was going to do a flower, but since I used the flowers down here, I didn't do that. And then I'm going to do, this has got wire in it, so it makes it pretty easy. And so I'm going to figure out about where I want this, which is going to be about right here. So I'm going to turn it over, hit it with a spot of glue, and glue it to it. There you go. And then just to hide it, what I did was I put a little button behind there. And I think I'll do the same thing here, just to make it look a little bit more finished. Let's get the flat side. So there you have it. 2 tags and 2 little embellishments. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for coming by and watching me make these cute little things. And like I said, they're so easy. All you need is a bunch of circles, and we all have a bunch of circles, right? And even if you don't have faces, you can see how easy it is to make a face. So you guys, talk to you later. Have a very blessed day. Bye.